Well, leaving Malta is a bitter-edged sword as I have to leave my babies and my grandbabies, and that's always very, very sad, living so far away. Of course, it's lovely to travel, but I just don't get enough time with them, and I need to work that out. Putting that aside, I've got a long journey back. I've had to come home early, slightly early, because I was supposed to be getting a job, which great, thankfully, or sadly, sorry, never materialised. Gonna head from here and arrive in Pozzallo, and then start driving up and going to some interesting places like Etna in Sicily and Herculaneum. Been a bit of a long day. Off from Pozzallo at the farthest southern point of Sicily, and now heading slowly towards Etna. At the bottom it can be roasting Mediterranean heat and palm trees, then halfway up it turns into more like British vegetation, and then you get towards the top and it's just like the moon, it's black. Very fascinating. So, getting towards the top here, and I'm thinking everything's great. I'm even going to flash my new Nashers. But this is the calm before the storm. Friend Will, you saw there, decided to go wandering up around the craters in just a pair of flip-flops. He's a nut when it comes to walking, he's been all over the place. I decided I would take it just nice and easy, only to discover, I didn't know at this point, I'd lost my bag, which included £2,000 in cash, all my credit cards, passport and driving licence. So I had an absolute heart attack. Ran back to the bars that I've been in and these lovely little shops here. Everybody said they hadn't seen it. I didn't believe them. And because I'm not the sharpest tool in the box, I thought I'd just go back to the car in case, and discovered it there. My goodness, I just couldn't believe the relief. It was overwhelming. I was so relieved that I had to go and have a cheeky beer to calm down, which I'm sure you would if you were in my situation. Here is said beer. Very nice indeed, if not hideously expensive. You'd think I'd look a bit more pleased considering I just found everything I had in the world. But there you go, bit of a smile. Back on the ferry, heading back from Sicily across to mainland Italy. Very sad to see it go, because I know it's now going to be a race to get back to the UK. And all I wanted to do is just stay, relax and swim. But needs must when the devil drives, I suppose. Off the ferry, mainland Italy, and quite tired, heading to another little place I booked on the phone, which was in the middle of nowhere, but by the coast, very quiet, very sweet, very difficult to get to, barely even a proper road. Eventually made it to where I was staying, and a strange law, it says that you can't use that air conditioning up there. No one can, because it can cause power cuts and then you get massive fines. I'm sure that was their excuse just not to run the air conditioning, which is a shame because it was pretty darn warm. But sweet little place, quite inexpensive, food was nice, and back right onto a really lovely beach, which we shall see in a second. Getting ahead of myself because I'm bad at editing, and so I drive after this up the coast all the way to Herculaneum. You have to go through these beautiful gardens to get into the place. Situated just up the road from Pompeii, north on the coast, or it certainly was in those days. It apparently is way more intact and actually includes lots more artifacts, including things like wood and come on, brains, even the tiles on a lot of the roofs. So you walk over this massive bridge, looking down on parts of it. They've only been able to excavate some of it because they've built houses over a lot of it, which is such a shame you can't see it, and all the amazing things underneath. There's the town in the background, the new town that's been built up. Here's very sad. That was the shoreline, and those where boats were put into, and on the left hand side that wall is just literally rock, which could be carved away down to the coast. In there, if you look carefully, you can see some of the skeletons where people tried to hide down by the shoreline thinking they were safe. I think that's the one where there was lots of wealthy people found and also poor people. Very, very sad. Best to watch a documentary, because I certainly can't do it justice. Look at that. Horrific. So the reason why these are all photographs is because, oh goodness, over this entire journey I had GoPro'd so much, and my SD card decided to be silly to me, and yeah, so I lost so much footage, so I had to rely on photographs from my friend and from my photographs. So as you can see, it's a lovely place to visit. Some of the amazing things are intact. Look at the paint is still there. This is from 79 AD. That's my too hot face, and I've seen everything. I think we should hit the road. Although I love history. Not exactly sure how I can make driving interesting, but there was a distance between that and the next place I stopped, where I desperately needed to rest, and before I was going to take the massive drive home non-stop. He predicted 49 degrees or 48 degrees, the hottest in history here. Found a lovely little place just by the motorway. Really handy. Pulled in, searching online, couldn't find anything, drove in, and boom. Really nice. Pizza's come, do you have a look? I want hot sauce. Woke up and drove all the way into the night through the French and Italian mountains, through Mont Blanc, I think it was. It did look beautiful. Not great on the brakes coming out the other side, and I just didn't want to be going home. I just wanted to be staying there. Well, thanks a lot for coming along with me. I've got another big trip to edit and video, and see you again. You should be going out on your adventures too. This is the trip in total, 4,500 miles, 13 different countries. See ya.